Hey, Curtis,
Hey guys!
what movie do you have to kick off December?
Oh, kicking off a new month. We've got My Left Foot meets Miami Vice. In the setting of The Patriots, the feelings of Brokeback Mountain, all brought together under all of TLC's waterfalls. This week we're watching 1992's The Last of the Mohicans.
Nicely done, especially on kind of a short throw something together.
It's funny because as we joked last show, I always prep movie marriages because I always forget whose movie it is to lead,
Yeah,
and I forgot to do it this week, and so that was my 60-second movie
yeah,
marriage amalgamation.
that's very good, very good. So, welcome back, listeners, viewers, to another episode of Let's Talk About Flicks, the weekly podcast where we take a monthly theme, new month, new theme.
Yes, new month.
December is the last movie of the month. Sorry, last month of the year.
Last month of the movie.
Yeah, it's the last. It's the last of the Mohicans.
Yes, it's the last. That's what it is.
No. So yeah, let me start that new theme. Last movie. Who cares? The word "last" is in every.
It's the word "last."
Month.
That's what it is. The word "last" is in every.
It's the last month of the year, so we're going with last movies. So I'm one of your hosts, Oz.
I'm the other host, Curtis.
And before we get going, we want to give a shout out to our Patreon subscribers: Don S, Aaron A, Mandy K, Melissa L, Colin K, Lyle M. Because there's 6 of you, none of you are the last of the Patreons.
No, none of you are.
Although there were 2 Mohicans in this movie, so well, I guess there was one there at the end.
Yeah.
Spoiler
alert
for a 33-year-old film.
Yeah. By the way, give the gift of Patreon. We are now officially in the holiday season.
True.
Yes, to all of our loyal listeners or any new time listeners, give the gift of Patreon. And by the gift of Patreon, give us money.
Yeah, absolutely. And if that's out of your price range, just like and subscribe to the YouTube channel.
That's a good stocking stuffer.
Yeah, we appreciate that. It helps. We monetize nothing. We're not nowhere near the size, but it's nice to see those analytics just pop a little bit because let's not kid ourselves. This is America, and if we're not in it for the numbers, what are we in it for?
Capitalism.
That's true.
That's the only reason I'm your friend, honestly.
I know.
Is to literally capitalize on this relationship.
That's fair. That's fair.
And you're not making me enough profit.
No, I'm not. I'm not. I'm working hard at it, though. Yeah. Be sure to check out the website, too.
Yes, please.
Yeah, let's talk about flicks.com. It is, every episode is now streamable on the website. So if you are listening to this, you are in the wrong place. You need to go to the website. If you're on the website listening to this, thank you.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's a gorgeous website, too. Oz did yeoman's work building a beautiful website. Go check it out.
I haven't slept in days.
No, he hasn't. Look at those bags.
So working on it. So Last of the Mohicans, your film.
Yep.
First time watch for me, so I've got some thoughts for sure.
Yes.
But let me get to the cast of the movie. This is a remake, by the way.
It is.
This is a remake of like a 1936 or something like that. Black and white back then, if you could believe it.
Yeah.
Also called Last of the Mohicans. So this, I guess, would be Last of the Mohicans.
Yeah, that's laster of the Mohicans.
Yeah, it's true. We haven't seen another one, so this is the last of the Mohicans. We have got Daniel Day-Lewis as Nathaniel Hawkeye Poe. Apparently, producers changed. In the remake, they changed his name from Natty Bumpo.
Yep.
Thinking that our audience is going to laugh at that, so we can't call him Natty Bumpo. What an idiot.
Natty.
So
Natty's got some abs in this movie, though.
Yeah, if you call him whatever you want, he'd take me. So
yeah, DDL.
Yeah. Like I said it via text, not to confuse with DDP.
Yeah, no. DDL, Daniel Day-Lewis, and DDP, Diamond Dallas Page, different people.
But yet, in this movie, they look the same from the neck down.
They do, yeah. DDL also throws a mean diamond cutter.
Mm-hmm. He does. And so, Daniel Day-Lewis, star of our movie here, not Mohican. So he's not the titular last of the Mohicans.
He is not.
We've got his forced upon love interest Madeleine Stowe as Cora Munro, not to be confused with Aurora Munro. I think she'd have been able to hold her own.
Not Aurora Munro. Yeah. She would have been, even though Cora was pretty capable, Aurora is, or by the way, Storm is who we're referencing for those not in the comic book lingo. Storm is quickly risen my list of favorite comic book characters of all time, to the point that it's basically neck and neck now between Storm and Nightcrawler.
Nice. Which they're cool together.
Yeah.
Like I said, the X2, they had that kind of almost like a mom and child type friend relationship. So Storm's pretty BA.
She is, and there's without getting too far into it, there's been some great Storm stories in the comics over the last 5 years or so.
Nice. She deserves it. So but we're not talking about that Munro. We're talking about Cora Munro.
Cora Munro.
Madeleine Stowe Munro is who we're talking about here. We have one of two Mohicans in the movie. Russell Means, not to be confused with Natron Means.
No, not Natron Means, nor Russell Brand.
Yeah, this is Russell Means' business. He's Chingakuk. I'm probably mispronouncing that, but I apologize. We have Eric Schwing, yada yada yada, as Uncas.
This movie didn't come out the same year as Wayne's World, I believe. So.
If this came out first, it was a quick rewrite for Wayne's World.
This was a prequel.
Yeah, Eric.
It's set in the same universe.
Well, Earth.
the Mohican verse.
Yeah, it by default, I think every movie technically is set in the same universe.
Well, I mean, it is Wayne's World. Maybe that word, the world was intended to imply
it would have never happened if the British and French would have just shooken hands and taken.
No, we would have had no Tia Carrere.
No. Jodie May plays Cora's younger sister Alice Munro. We get Stephen Waddington as Major Duncan Hayward, which sounds like a way cooler name than the character is.
Agreed. Yeah.
We have
sounds like the cleanup hitter for Major League.
Yeah, Major Duncan Hayward. We got Wes Studi as Magua, not to be confused with Gremlins.
No,
not that kind of Magua.
Although it's okay to get Wes Studi wet.
I would. Yeah, he does get damp in this movie. It would be fun to see.
They moisten Wet Studi.
It would be fun to see. Like, I wouldn't want to see money behind it, but I might get cute and run through like some AI video generator of replacing Mogwai in this movie with a Mogwai from
there.
Gremlins.
You go. That works.
I think that would be a fun watch. Everything else is the same.
Everything else. It's just a Mogwai instead of Magua.
It's just Gizmo.
bright light. Slit throat.
Big blinking eyes. Especially when he's cutting the heart out of the guy.
Just this cute innocent look on his face as he's holding a human heart in his other hand.
We got Maurice Roves as Colonel Edmund Munro, father of Cora and Alice. Patrick Chiraud is General Louis Joseph de Macomb. And people. There's there are like 900 Native American actors in this movie, something like that. Pete Postlethwaite, can't forget him.
Yeah, there's a couple of folks who this was earlier in their careers. Cole Meany.
Yep. Cole Meany.
Jared Harris is in here as well.
There's recognizable folk, but because it is earlier in their career, blink and you miss them kind of rolls for these guys. That really, though, I rattled off some names. This cast boils down to there's three parties. You have Daniel Day-Lewis and his trio. You've got the British, the Munros and Duncan and the dad, really. And then you've got Wes Studi's non-Mohican side of things. That's really
the French, the French and
the French friendly
and native, their native allies.
And I wouldn't even, like the French are obviously a major part of the plot of this movie, but they're not the push of our main plot, of our plot A.
No,
So,
they're the thread that holds things together.
Well, they're the reason for Magua and his people to be anti. Like, yeah. So that's the cast. Again, it's a large cast. Not they all don't matter. So it's there. You go. What do you got? What's this movie about?
Yeah, I mean, based on the very very famous James Fenimore Cooper novel.
Yes.
And that, that series of the Natty Bumppo character and all that. We get a title card as we open this movie, Oz. We love our title cards. Just dumb it down. Just tell it. Yeah.
I wish it was read to me. That's the only thing that would have taken it over the top.
Well, I took it down, so I will literally read it aloud right now. So sit back.
Social studies class, here we come.
Here we go. Title card 1757, the American colonies. It is the third year of the war between English and France for the possession of the continent. 3 men, the last of a vanishing people, are on the frontier west of the Hudson River.
I did not pick up that they were phantoms.
A vanishing people.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh, no wonder they could get around quickly in the woods.
That's why they were sprinting everywhere.
Yeah.
That's because they were vanishing. It was like Michael J. Fox.
Yes.
In Back to the Future.
He's back in time. Well, we are back in time. It tells us where we are.
I mean, this movie did have a great score. I mean, most of it was by Huey Lewis and the News.
Huey Lewis and the News scored last of the movie.
They did. Gotta go back in time.
AI to the rescue.
I will find you back in time.
Paths where we're going, we don't need paths.
So we meet Hawkeye, Chingachgook, and Uncas, who is again Chingachgook's his actual son.
Yeah.
And then Hawkeye is the adopted son. So we meet the 3 of them. Yes, doing what they do, which is sprint. They sprint everywhere.
They're in great shape.
They are. We were joking pre-show that Usain Bolt was Daniel Day-Lewis's stunt double.
Yeah, I had commented that they're. I watched probably the last half of this. I'll get to it again later. I don't get too excited for historical pieces like this. I just it's a great film. It really was. Yeah.
Michael Mann directed. Yeah.
Yes, like it's a beautiful film. It's a great film. I'm not taking anything from it. They don't scratch my itch. They just never have.
Yeah.
Even war movies in modern day, I struggle getting behind them. I don't know why. I think part of it, as I'm sitting here contemplating, I think I struggle with paying attention to the overarching plot.
Sure.
Like if this movie was Daniel Day-Lewis rescuing white people from a warring tribe, I think it's easier for me to wrap my head around it.
Mm-hmm.
But now you cover it in a blanket of French and British war. And there are times where we step away from our main, like really what this is about, to watch war stuff, and war stuff just doesn't excite me. So yeah, I watched the last half of this probably on 1.25 speed. And so they sprinted even faster.
Like they were really moving.
They were faster in my movie than they were in yours.
Well, this was released in '92, so it would have been Carl Lewis. It wouldn't have been. It wouldn't have been Usain Bolt.
I'm sure he was alive.
Yeah, well, I think doing the math, he was probably alive, but yeah, not quite the full sprinter that he developed into. His
mom wasn't even pregnant for 9 months. He was that fast.
He was. It was everything moves fast for Usain Bolt.
Yeah.
Everything's at 1.25 speed.
It was a sub 9 month birth for him. Breaking records right out of the gate.
Normally, the historical dramas, war dramas don't do much for me either. Mm-hmm. This movie does have some sentiment for me, which I'm going to get to a little later on in the show. So
because your dad's cut like Daniel Day-Lewis.
He is, yeah. Patreon subscriber Lyle M. and Dan, he gets confused all the time for Daniel Day-Lewis.
Well, I remember you telling me back in the early 90s, he did grow his hair out and he would mow topless a lot. And
he would.
Quickly.
That's the only way to mow.
He would sprint mow the lawn. And it just
it was very, very patchy.
Those neighborhood ladies get to sweating.
Yeah.
I get it.
I mean,
That's how
again,
that's how you land a Deb.
yeah, it's how you land a Deb.
Yeah.
Is by shirtless lawn mowing.
Your dad's shirtless lawn mowing, not
Yes.
yours.
No, not me.
Anyway,
I have other tricks, but I can't keep up with his shirtless sprinting lawn mowing.
you're cut from the same cloth.
Yeah, but not from the same abs. Um, so they're sprinting through the woods, rifles in hand, and they've been tracking a buck. You get the impression they've been tracking it for a long time.
Yeah.
And
the buck's tired.
The buck at one point has its front hooves on its knees. Just,
would you guys slow down?
Yeah, it was actually Giannis Antetokounmpo that they were hunting.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Chris Middleton.
He
got traded just to get out of this.
Just to avoid it. Yeah. Sorry, Greek freak.
Yeah.
DDL's gonna get you one of these days. So Hawkeye takes it down in one shot, and the three of them pay their respects to it to honor the dead animal, which gives you a good perspective on these three characters very, very early on. You know, they clearly are living off the land. They honor the land. They honor the environment. They honor all creatures, and that's kind of the code that they live by. They stop by the home of John and Alexandra Cameron. So there's just kind of a local village here on the frontier, upstate New York. Their friend Jack is there, and he says that I think our local militia should join up with the British to defend the land. Alexandra expositions that Uncas is single and should be married by now, Oz.
Yeah, because who cares? I don't mean it in terms of the movie, but it's just like, come on. Like,
have to establish he's single.
Yeah, I know, but like she invited him to a mixer, and
he had just gotten done speed dating.
He brought a buck heart as a gift.
That's how I landed Patreon subscriber Melissa L. with a buck heart. Yep.
Yeah.
Just plopped it down right in front of her. And this for you.
And an overabundance of Drakkar Noir.
A lot. Yeah, a lot of Drakkar Noir. She can't get enough of it.
But you're right. She's like, ooh, he's single. Like,
he's single, ladies.
Meanwhile, anyway.
Yeah, exactly. So the next day, the local Mohawk people who have kind of partnered with these frontier colonists, they all agree and pledge to fight with the British against the French and the other tribes who have partnered with the French, including the Huron. The Huron, who have kind of invaded Mohawk land as well. Hawkeye and several of the locals play kind of a sweet game of like proto field hockey.
Yeah, it was. I read that. I guess that's historically accurate, and that's where lacrosse came from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looked like fun. Some of the local settlers are skeptical of joining the militia because they're worried that if they leave their homes, the French and or their native partners will attack their homes while they're away. So John stays with the family, but Jack says he's loyal to the crown and goes to join, or leads the local militia to partner up with the British.
Right.
And General Webb, who's the local general there. Major Duncan Haywood arrives and witnesses General Webb promising Jack that the local militia will be allowed to leave the British ranks to defend their homes if indeed those homes are attacked. So we have a handshake agreement here, Oz. Webb assigns Duncan and a company to escort Colonel Munro's daughters, Cora and Alice, as opposed to Aurora Munro.
Yeah.
To get to Munro, who is stationed at Fort Henry, and he's arranged for a local guide named Magua. Now I'm saying Magua.
Yeah, I know it is Magua. I had forgotten it was pronounced Magua. I still like Magua better though.
It's I'm going to be saying Magua the whole time now because I have gremlins on the brain.
Really?
Cora, in the meantime, before they set out, refuses Duncan's marriage proposal, saying they're only friends. Duncan gets friend zoned.
Hard, like
He does.
He set up a table in the middle of a giant field. Like he was pulling out all the stops.
Yeah, he had a buck heart out for her.
Yeah, I bet as soon as they like stepped out into the pasture and she saw the table sitting out in the middle, she's probably like rolling her eyes like, here we go.
Here it is. He was drenched in Drakkar Noir. Right. You could see it if you look closely. You could see the smell waves coming off of him.
You notice the giant field. There were no animals anywhere around. Like they hate Drakkar Noir.
No bugs either. That Drakkar Noir also doubles as off bug spray.
So it is, yeah.
If you're ever out in the woods and you're out of bug spray, just little Drakkar Noir behind the ears, and you're good.
Plenty of DEET.
Yep. Those are the two main ingredients in Drakkar Noir.
Yeah.
Locally sourced honey and DEET.
DEET and Noir.
DEET Noir. Find it at your local Carson Perry Scott.
Or Farm and Home.
Magua turns on the British during the transport, of course he does, and leads a brutal attack. We see a guy get scalped, like on camera.
Yeah.
As Cora covers Alice, like Cora's trying to protect her younger sister, and we kind of witness the scene through Cora's eyes. Like you just see how horrified she is at how brutal and unexpected this violence was. The three heroes who were tracking this Huron war party save Alice, Cora, and Duncan and agree to take the three survivors to Fort Henry to get them where they were going in the first place. During travel, we see a very shaken Alice gazing into a waterfall. There's a lot of waterfall gazing in this movie.
Yeah, there's a lot of waterfalls.
Yes, there are a lot of waterfalls. That's my TLC reference.
Of course.
And it just, again, in a moment, just for a moment here, as she's gazing to this waterfall, the camera kind of cuts to Uncas, who is also kind of gazing longingly at her.
Yep.
He's single.
Yes, he is. Remind you, his name is Eric Schwing.
Hi, Wayne.
Hi.
Boom.
That is one of the funniest scenes in a movie.
Yeah,
ever.
Yeah, it's great. So Hawkeye asks Duncan why their guide, Magua wanted to kill Cora. Duncan has no clue. So like Duncan didn't notice this, but Hawkeye clearly noticed that Magua was trying to make his way over to the sisters, but he just didn't make it there. Duncan is dismayed, upset, and skeptical when Hawkeye insists they're not with the militia. So what are you doing? What other purpose do you have if you're not going to join us?
And you're way more handsome than me, so I feel threatened.
There's
already.
Also that too.
Right? Are you Daniel Day-Lewis?
Did you just get done sprint mowing the lawn?
Are you the Natty Bumpo?
Natty Bumpo.
Idiot.
So the three heroes, with their three rescuees, return to the small village they were at earlier to find Alexandra, John, the children, and everybody else who remained there dead. Homes burned. Nothing was taken. They deduced that it was an Ottawa war party plus the French. Cora calls out Hawkeye for not burying the dead, but it turns out later he reveals we didn't do that because we didn't want them to know that we're here and we're alive.
Right.
So she later apologizes. After Hawkeye and Cora trade insults, he reveals, he expositions that he was orphaned and raised by Chingachgook. Cora states that her blood is stirred when hearing his story, as well as that of the poor families on the frontier.
You mixed my blood.
Get me a whisk, baby.
Ooh, whip it up. Cora's a baker.
She is. Like... Yeah, she is. Always has a whisk wherever she goes. They arrive to Fort Henry, which is under siege, lit up by cannon fire in the night sky. It partially sits on a lake, just beautiful establishing shot there.
Well, it's a Michael Mann film.
It is, yeah. Everything in Michael Mann does is very, I don't know, kind of poetic in a way, poetically shot
and very intentional. Like you'll have an establishing shot for a solid 5 seconds before something enters frame.
Yeah.
to where long enough that you think it's a transitional like B-roll type shot, and then in comes like the Munro's carriage, or hopping over a fence, or the warrior. It's just you get this establishment, very cinema, just beautiful. I'm thinking, how do you use cinematography as an adjective? But just a very beautiful shot, and then enter movie, like very well done.
Yeah. I was reading the other day that they're in early talks for a sequel to Heat, which is now 30 years old.
Yeah, I've heard that.
With
another movie,
Leo DiCaprio and Christian Bale.
Another movie I've not seen.
I have, but it's probably been 20, 25 years since I've seen it. Yeah. It's one of those movies that guys love.
Yeah, I probably would.
It's got De Niro and Pacino. What else do you need?
Well, to be fair, the fact that it has Pacino is probably why I haven't seen it. I'm not anti-Pacino, but I don't want to OD on Pacino.
Well, we kind of did last week when we were covering Richard Tracy.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
So the six characters arrive to Fort Henry under the cover of night. They sneak across the lake in a canoe to get into the fort and avoid being captured. Munro expositions, Colonel Munro, who is again the father of the two women, that he had sent 3 couriers telling his daughters to stay away, don't come here, and requesting reinforcements from General Webb. None of the couriers got through, although it was heavily implied that Magua was one of the couriers and killed the others.
Right.
So Munro indicates that the French are trenching towards them, and they basically have 3 days until they're close enough to roll out their huge cannons that would basically just decimate the fort. So they're on the clock. Munro very curtly dismisses Hawkeye and Uncas when they tell him that, like, hey, you told these local militiamen they could go back to their homes if they were being threatened. And Munro just dismisses them. Like, no, they're more important to the crown than they are to their families.
Which by crown, he means me.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, that's not like me.
to you, Oz.
Yeah. But no, that it's very, and that's the thing that's hard about this film is the way it's projected. Neither the French nor the British are the good guys side.
They're very unsympathetic.
Yeah. And so when you see these natives, including Hawkeye, like they're it's almost a lose-lose situation. You're hitching your wagon to one side that still doesn't care about you.
Yeah. Yeah. The devil,
Yeah.
Which I mean, you could, again, neither of us are historians, but just 20 years later, was the Revolutionary War. So,
right. Yeah.
So even though the British and the colonists came out victorious in the French and Indian War, just 20 years later, those bridges are starting to get burned here already.
Well, there's people that fought alongside the British that, again, 20 years later had to fight the British. I mean, young enough soldiers that are still, the intention was always there. Yeah, it's a real estate thing.
Yeah, like Lin-Manuel Miranda, just 20 years later.
He just knew. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, and it's so, really, like this still, like we've joked before, this is another real estate transaction thing.
You're not wrong.
So, just before realtors.
So Magua meets with the French General Montcalm, tells him that he will kill the gray hair. He refers to Munro as the gray hair, and put his children under the knife. Back in Fort Henry, Hawkeye is putting a full court press on Cora.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's every defender is out there.
She's not good at breaking the press.
No, she's not. There's a really cool scene of Uncas and Hawkeye. So basically Jack and some of the other local colonists decide, you know what, we're gonna make a break for it and try to get out of here. To go defend our homes. And so there's a really cool scene of Uncas and Hawkeye sniping from the fort to spring a courier. So basically, like they're holding off to allow their friends to get back to their homes, as well as to allow a courier to get through to Webb to again request reinforcements, because Webb is only 12 miles away.
Yeah.
And they can get there in time, because the clock's ticking. Jack with Hawkeye, again, well, yeah, they had advocated to get out of there, which they end up doing, despite the fact that Munro threatened us hanging for sedition or being shot for desertion.
Yeah. Sounds like an ally to me.
Yeah, exactly. Go and defend your homes. I'll just shoot you instead.
Yeah. Yeah.
The next scene, Duncan insists to Cora. Duncan's trying again, Oz.
Yeah.
That they'll be married, when all this is over back in Britain. And she says,
"We'll be the loveliest couple in London."
Yeah, and oh god, her I took the quote down of her reply. Mm-hmm. "I'd rather make the gravest of mistakes than to surrender my own judgment. It must be no."
Good for her. Because he looks like he's made of pudding. Like
he does, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he redeems himself a little later on, but he's
too little, too late.
Yeah, but he's very entitled. He feels like he's entitled to her
for sure.
So, the colonists leave. Nathaniel stays. Jack even calls him out, staying for Cora. Hawkeye and Cora have passionate fort sex.
Yep. Thankfully, they don't show it, just because it doesn't. It's
you don't need to see it.
It's very obvious what happened. It was one of these like about time, but
it was a very passionate scene, but it was
tasteful.
this wasn't Steven Seagal.
No.
Oh, what did we call it? Steven Seagal. I forget.
Yeah, it was.
We had a name for it, but yeah, Steven Seagal just grabbing a big handful of flesh.
Yeah.
It's really cool. It's something I appreciated about this scene, and again, this is kind of a Michael Mann thing. Like this is almost like an audio version of like the video, like the cinematography you described earlier, where we see it's nighttime in the fort, and there's some people around the fire, and someone has a fiddle and is playing, and that fiddle music turns into score music,
right,
as Nathaniel and Cora go have passionate sex in a fort. So
yeah,
I liked how they blended the music.
Yeah.
Hawkeye is taken prisoner basically for helping the colonists leave. Cora goes to her father to fight for him, and Duncan calls her out for defending him because she has become infatuated with him.
He's such a loser.
He is. He's such a wiener. I like that description. He's made of pudding.
He just looks. Yeah,
he's a wiener.
He is.
Quit being a wiener.
My heart is broken.
Yeah, and Cora, for the second time in like 12 hours, shuts him down again.
Yeah, she
turns to him and says, "Duncan, you are a man of few admirable qualities, but taken as a whole, I was wrong to have thought so highly of you." Like, gee, Cora could be nasty, like in the best of ways. Like,
to be fair, like when she opens her mouth, it's usually pretty harsh.
Yeah, she's spitting fire here.
Yeah. Like Hawkeye overhears this and he's like, "Ugh, I made a mistake." Like,
what have I gotten myself into? He's tugging out his collar.
Yeah, he doesn't have a collar on.
Yeah, it's just he's tugging out his abs.
He's tugging at Unca's collar.
Someone else. I don't have a collar to tug at. I'm going to tug at your collar instead.
I don't want to cross her.
So the next morning, we transition to the French now pummeling the fort. They've gotten close enough. They've trenched close enough to get their big guns in. And so Munro surrenders. He has to. He just, otherwise they're all just going to die. So from his cell, Nathaniel tells Cora, "Stay close to your father. She'll be safe with the officers. The French officers will take care of the British officers, because that's how you did war in those days."
Yeah.
So during a parley between Montcalm and Munro, Montcalm presents a letter from Webb that his scouts intercepted, stating that Webb can't spare any soldiers. So Webb kind of chickened out there too.
Yep.
Yeah. Montcalm tells Munro that the militia can return to their farms, and the British soldiers can actually keep their arms but must return to England. So it's a pretty sweet deal, all things
Yeah,
considered.
yeah, it really is.
Um,
And it's like, and it's the first time we've actually had a conversation like with the French.
Yeah.
Like, where we really felt like, you know what? You guys are,
maybe these guys aren't so bad.
yeah, you don't seem as bad as our British counterparts.
Yeah, he's not going to kill any. Yeah, Montcalm isn't going to kill anybody. He's not going to take any of them, prisoner.
Right.
Militia, go back to your farms.
Everybody go home.
Yeah,
just let us have the land, and everybody go home.
Yeah, go home. However, that night Montcalm meets with Magua, who expositions that Munro destroyed his village, killed his family, and his wife thought he was dead and took up with another man.
Ooh.
Poor Magua.
Stepped out. I think she was looking to step out anyway.
So Montcalm tells Magua,
it's like 5 minutes after they showed up, and she's already.
Oh, my husband. Ooh.
She must have thought I was dead.
She was tugging at somebody else's collar.
Yeah.
So Montcalm tells Magua he fears that he will fight the same British soldiers that he's allowing to leave. So basically, he fed Munro a line.
Oh yeah.
And Montcalm even tells Magua, I can't break the terms of surrender.
Yeah,
wink,
exactly.
Wink, wink.
Right. I'm a man of my word.
Yeah, exactly. So cut to somber music the next morning as the British, the colonial, and their local Mohawk allies are all leaving the surrendered fort. An eerily quiet shot as they walk through this clearing. And we see we start to see
in single file lineup, by the way.
Yes.
Like that's important. They're walking as one giant column of people.
Yeah, and their guard is down.
Yep.
They think it's all over.
Kicking rocks because they're so sad.
Hands are in their pockets. Right. A lot of shoulder shrugs.
God, we lost.
Oh man.
Well, at least we still have our lives.
Cut to point of view shots from the woods on both sides of this clearing, and they're being tracked by Huron and Ottawan warriors led by Magua. A really cool kind of panning shot from left to right reveals Magua is just standing there, tracking, the surrendered British and the militia. We then hear this huge war party start screaming from the trees. Like, imagine being that British column there in this clearing, especially for the civilians that were there.
Yeah,
because we saw women, we saw children who were there in the fort as well.
Well, and you trusted Duncan's Drakkar Noir to have cleared all the bugs and animals.
Yeah, so they heard everything clear.
It is eerily quiet.
It's very quiet.
Yeah.
And so we see the panic on their faces as they start attacking from both sides.
Yeah,
pinning the British and the militia in the middle. Hawkeye frees himself because he's still captive.
Right.
And of course Uncas and Chingachgook immediately find him and they start sprinting and fighting.
Yeah,
that's the first thing they do is they start sprinting. Magua shoots Munro's horse and the horse falls on Munro, trapping him. Magua is then encircled by a dozen other warriors who protect him as he cuts Munro's heart out.
Which he said he was going to do.
He did.
I'm going to cut the heart out. I'm going to show it to the girls, and then I'm going to kill them to end his bloodline.
Yeah, and he cuts Munro's heart out and holds it up over his head as a trophy. Hawkeye dramatically saves Cora before a very large warrior is about to cut her throat.
It's an Uruk-hai, I think.
It was an Uruk-hai. Yeah.
wrong film, but same film universe.
Yeah. That's all set in the same universe. He had the white hand of Sauron on his face. Yeah, and everything.
It's in the Milky Way set, like the film line.
The Milky Way verse.
Yeah, Milky Way verse.
So he dramatically saves her. So basically the 6 characters from before all find their way together into canoes on a lake, as well as a couple other wounded soldiers that they brought with them. And
this is a question I had. Where did those canoes come from?
That was my That's okay.
Like, I just like, oh, how could be? Was this like?
Yeah, there just happened to be canoes there. Hey, fellas, look, a canoe.
It's like,
Let's
I think somebody watched this movie and had the idea for like the ride share rent-a-bikes that you see in major metropolitan cities.
There you go.
Like,
yep.
I'm going to do that. They tried it with canoes. It didn't work.
Yeah, it was ride sharing canoes.
But they thought bikes, maybe. And look at it now. It's taken off. So sorry I stole your,
No,
but
that's fine. I like the
where?
ride sharing canoes. That's we keep talking about untapped markets, Oz. That could be the market we finally tap into.
And you can get a kayak. Like, I mean, I think just
kayaks are kayaks, but ride sharing canoes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think we're onto something there.
Mm-hmm. I think so.
So they cross this lake. They make their way to an adjoining river, being pursued by the Huron and Ottawan war party as well. They ditch the canoes and they end up hiding in a cave behind where else, Oz, but a waterfall.
Right. But a waterfall, yeah.
Waterfall. Hawkeye tells Cora that her father's dead. That night, Magua and the party find them in the cave. To avoid capture and to give them some kind of chance, Hawkeye, Uncas, and Chingachgook leap into the waterfall so that they can track the war party. And
right.
Yeah. Hawkeye gives an impassioned plea to Cora. You stay alive. No matter what occurs, you stay alive.
What if I get stabbed in the heart? Just do it.
Stay alive. That's actually where Christian Bale got his Batman voice from.
That makes sense. I've not seen Daniel Day-Lewis and Christian Bale in the same place at the same time.
No, nobody has. So Cora, Alice, Duncan are taken by Magua. A very beautiful song with a native singer plays as we cut back and forth between.
It was Adele.
It was Adele.
It's rolling in the deep.
it was rolling in the deep. Yeah.
I didn't know if you were aware.
Okay. Well, I didn't look at the official soundtrack.
Yeah, I looked it up. It was Adele.
It was Adele. Like all of her albums are like numbered at the age she was when the album was released. So this album was 4.
Yeah, it's true.
It had to be Adele. So Adele is singing as we cut back and forth between the war party and hostages and the 3 heroes tracking them across the wilderness. Yeah,
Cyndi Lauper doing the soundtrack to this film.
Good enough for you, it's good enough.
I like Cyndi Lauper. I don't think like this would have been not late stage Cyndi Lauper, but post 80s Cyndi Lauper, just holding on, like how Phil Collins went to Disney.
Yeah,
to stay relevant. Cyndi Lauper just goes to scoring Michael Mann period pieces. Like,
I'd like to think that
she does Collateral and
Heat.
Yeah.
It was actually Cyndi Lauper that did the Miami Vice theme song.
Just beatboxed it.
I'd like
Cyndi Lauper's holiday beatbox.
There you go. Now on cassette and compact disc.
It's $19.99 plus shipping and handling. Cyndi Lauper's holiday beatbox.
I'd like to think of the soundtrack from Tank Girl laid underneath this movie.
Yeah, I could see that. Yeah. Danny Elfman's Pee-wee's Big Adventure score.
There you go. Well, I sent you the image. The official score for Big Top Pee-wee came out yesterday on like National Record Day. And, So this gorgeous music is playing. Magua takes the captives to a village, a Huron village, and meets with the Sachem, the chief of the village, as the heroes kind of arrive and observe from above, and basically says that he desires to sell Duncan as a British officer back to the French and then burn Monroe's children.
Yeah.
Nathaniel then just walks into the village.
Yeah.
Just walks right in. There's other warriors, like Huron warriors, just running up and like punching him. One of them just cuts him on the chest.
Yeah, right. Like it's like, I'm holding a belt above my head, guys. Like,
yeah.
I come in peace, because this is the international sign for peace. Is I have a belt above my head. I've avoided so many fights with parents.
Just holding a belt up above your head.
I walk into a real contentious IEP meeting with just my belt above my head, and they're like, I'll
Man,
send you a sternly worded email.
He just disarmed us right there.
How did he do it?
Your pants are around your ankles, but you're holding your belt above your head.
There's no bullying in my school. Everyone walks around with a belt above their head. Gets along.
They do, yeah.
And if you don't, we know where the trouble started.
Yeah. You didn't take the belt off in time.
Yeah.
And so he makes his way to the Sachem and pleads for Cora and Alice, stating Magua broke the peace between the French and English at the fort, and insinuates that the French are eventually going to turn on the Huron.
Yeah.
Magua states that the Huron are as powerful as the French. They'll defeat any other tribes. I love this scene right here. Like Hawkeye calls out Magua for using the ways of the white, and which is fueling his greed.
Mm-hmm.
Magua's heart is twisted. He would make himself into what twisted him. So another just great line from the scene.
This scene here, and it gave me a lot of like Black Panther Killmonger vibes.
Yeah.
Of just like you've got two that just with their enemies but standing next to each other trying to, just get the blessing of a higher up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a good comp right there.
I know. I wouldn't have wasted my breath if it wasn't.
Stay alive.
Just do it.
So the Sachem decrees that Magua takes Alice as his wife, will free Duncan, but burn Cora in honor of Magua, and to let Nathaniel go free. Magua rages at the Sachem, just loses it. And Nathaniel offers himself in Cora's place. But Duncan, who at this point is translating everything, because French is the one language that everybody there except Nathaniel understands.
Right.
Nathaniel tells Duncan, tell him, let me take Cora's place. But Duncan instead says, let me, the British officer, take her place.
Well, he said he did translate exactly what he was told. Yeah. Let me take her place.
Oh, no. No, not me.
Old Pudding.
Him, me.
Yeah, old Captain Pudding couldn't get it right.
Old Pudding face.
Oh, crap.
It happened again. I keep getting rejected. Pudding face. So Cora is allowed to leave with Nathaniel, and they string up Duncan, and you see him burning.
Yes.
It's really graphic.
It's the only time Cora found him hot.
About time.
Man,
you've been ice to me. All it took was for you to literally get hot.
Maybe.
just maybe go sprint mow the lawn.
It's true.
Nathaniel, once he gets back up by Uncas and Chingachgook, takes a rifle and it shoots and basically mercy kills Duncan.
Yeah.
So, Magua's got Alice at this point, because she left with Magua and his war party. Uncas leaves Nathaniel and Chingachgook, which was the first time you see one of them voluntarily basically leave the others.
Yes.
And something bad's going to happen as he pursues Alice.
Oh, it's very telegraphed.
Yes, the music is swelling. I even put in my notes, I'm sweating in all caps right now. And Uncas confronts the war party, takes out several of the Huron before confronting Magua, who bests Uncas and literally stabs him in the back and slits his throat and just dismissively shoves Uncas's body off this cliff. You see his body slide down the whole way. It's really graphic,
very graphic,
but also very moving at the same time. And in slow motion, you see Chingachgook kind of turn a corner and just scream as he sees the body of his dead son.
Well, he realizes he realizes right then that I am the last of the Mohicans.
Yes,
just like Will Smith knew I am legend.
I am I mean, if I can't even count how many times he said that during that movie. Yeah. I am legend.
Too many early on, but then once it hit him at the end, he's like, I am legend.
I am legend. Yeah. I am legend.
I'm legend? Am I pronouncing this right?
Is that a hard G or a soft G?
Whatever. No one's around to hear me.
Chingachgook witnesses and screams, followed by Nathaniel. I have in my notes, I'm now crying.
Yeah.
As the amazing music swells, we see a teary Alice back to this ledge as Magua kind of half-heartedly just kind of motions like, yeah, come back.
Come on.
As he's still holding the bloody knife in his other hand.
Oh, yeah. He's covered in blood.
Yeah. Just come back. Yeah. And she just looks back at the cliff, and for the first time in the entire movie, she takes agency for herself. Mm-hmm. And throws herself.
Also for the last time in the entire movie.
Yeah, it's the first and last time. Yeah, and she throws herself off the cliff, to which Cora, of course, witnesses.
She maybe should have practiced taking agency a little bit earlier.
Can you practice taking agency?
I had a little more experience with just lower stakes, maybe. Their first time is I want out of this situation, so there's no negotiating, there's no waiting for the cavalry. There's just
I'm done.
Throwing myself to the heavens.
At a dead sprint, Chingachgook and Hawkeye plow through several warriors. A cool moment. Hawkeye picks up 2 rifles and simultaneously fires them at 2 other
from the hip.
Yes,
that's the only way a white man. That's the only way a white man can shoot in a movie is from the hip.
Chingachgook at a dead sprint confronts Magua, somersaults under like a hatchet attack.
Oh yeah, it was pretty sweet.
Chingachgook has this awesome club with a spike on it.
Oh yeah,
almost. And
reminds me of what Gonzo had in
Gonzo
in the Class of Nukem High.
Yeah. It's, for a split second, I thought you meant Gonzo from the Muppets.
that giant femur.
Yeah, that giant war club that Gonzo from the Muppets has.
The Great Muppet Caper.
The Great Muppet Caper. Yeah, after he impales. Oh God, what's his name? I blanking on his name. The handsome guy that Patreon subscriber Melissa L likes. He was the bad guy in the Great Muppet Caper.
Yeah,
Charles Grodin. Charles
Grodin.
Yeah. So basically, Chingachgook just breaks several of Magua's bones, clubbing him with this huge thing, and then runs him through his sternum with the spike on it. And I just put "wow" in all caps.
It was intense.
It was just like camping.
Yeah, it would have been intense had it been nighttime, but
yeah. We then get a little kind of epilogue scene. Chingachgook and Nathaniel with Cora there are praying to the spirits for Uncas. And Chingachgook declares that he is the last of the Mohicans. Mm-hmm. Cora and Nathaniel kiss. The 3 survivors stand on the ridge as the sun sets. The music swells. Credits roll, Oz. And that is an intense movie. That is 1992's The Last of the Mohicans. Whew. Every week, Oz and I give our own unique rating to the film we've been yapping about. In this case, Michael Mann's Last of the Mohicans. Oz, how would you rate this flick?
I'm giving it 6 long rifles.
6 long rifles.
Yeah.
That's how many Nathaniel can shoot at one time.
Exactly. And the nice thing is because they were long, even though he seemed like he was a long way away from whatever he was shooting, the length of the gun put him a lot closer. He had to be back so far to make room for the barrel.
The longer the gun, the more accurate the gun, right?
Right. That's how it works. Well, that's how it works. Yeah.
I mean, he was still 20 feet away, person to person, but it was still point blank.
Exactly. Yeah.
Because the gun was 19 feet long.
Yeah, it was right there.
It was right there.
Good upper body strength. It's got a nice fulcrum on it.
Fulcrum.
What's your rating?
My rating is, and again, you and I, we try to find numbers from movies and use those numbers. So I have a very, very obscure one.
Okay.
As Monroe is like,
I may have heard of this number though.
Yeah, we'll see. It's a number you've heard of.
Yeah. Well, you said looking for a real obscure number.
You're familiar with the number itself.
I think they've all been identified. You've heard of this
number before. At one point, Monroe is concerned because the French they're digging, they're trenching to get closer, and he's worried about their 15-inch guns. So that is my rating: 15-inch French guns.
Not as long as a long rifle, but
no. which is also my selling point to Patreon subscriber Melissa L. My 15-inch French guns.
Looking at these pictures on Google, these guns are way longer than 15 inches. Really not that big when you think about it.
No, not at all.
These are huge. I think it's measured in the diameter of the.
I think it's the diameter. It's not the length.
I'm not a gun guy, but I think it's the diameter of the opening.
Well, that's what Cora. Cora was more concerned about the diameter than the length, and that's why she kept turning down Duncan.
That's true. It's true.
Moving on.
Yeah.
Smooth segue.
Yeah.
Every week, Oz and I scour the interwebs searching for unprofessional reviews that tickle our funny bones, and we hope they tickle yours as well. And this week's edition of Outside Insight. Oz, what is your Outside Insight?
I have 3.
Ooh.
They're short though.
Okay.
This first one is from Fran.
Fran.
And then I got one from Patrick. And then I got one from Julia.
Okay.
Fran gives it 4 stars and says, my queer reading of the film is that it makes a good case for falling in love with someone who has the same haircut as you. So,
Okay.
That was actually Duncan's biggest negative was
same haircut.
We can't share product. Like,
well, she was also wearing Drakkar Noir, and
that's true. Yeah.
That's my scent, not yours.
Patrick says, Daniel Day-Lewis sprinting up a mountain firing 2 rifles at the same time is forever in the top 5 coolest beep that's ever happened in a movie.
Okay.
It's not wrong. I mean, it was
pretty cool.
It was thankfully all of those other warriors had long rifles and they were staggered far enough away that he would shoot one and then pick one up as he just
it was a good thing they were all preloaded.
They all were preloaded. They were ready for him. And all facing in the direction he needed them to face so he could just pick and fire. And Julia, you could have written this review. It's one of my mom's favorite films because of the plot. Daniel Day-Lewis and with long hair. Like
Yep. The plot. That's why she loved it.
Exactly. I love the plot of this movie.
I love the plot. I love the rippling plot of this movie.
Anytime you can get the British and French against each other just makes me happy.
It just stirs my blood.
That's right. It makes my blood. Right. All right. Those are my 3 outside insights. What do you got?
I got 2, as always, from the Internet Movie Database. The first one is a 2 out of 10, left in February of 2015 by Armin Hage. With the subject line, if you wish to call me an imbecile who doesn't like art, suit yourself, but I didn't like it. And I'm just cherry picking a couple sentences in here. There was something seriously wrong with the screenplay. It was slow, boring, and lacked almost any conflict. The Mohican...
I didn't see it.
Yeah.
I was waiting for some fighting.
Yeah. Do something! The Mohican was flirting with the British lady in broad daylight while the presumed suitor/fiance was acting like a carrot.
Pudding. He had the wrong food.
Yeah. It's more pudding. You're giving him too much credit.
Yeah.
The other one is also a 2 out of 10.
Acting like a carrot.
Like a carrot. This one is left by Gord's Racing in April of 2004 with the subject line, would have been a good movie, but this is a lengthy one. But
that's fine. Go for it.
Bear with me for this one. For the most part, you see, I enjoyed the movie, except, well, not to put a fine point on it, you see. Background. There's a lot of ellipses in this review. Background. I am an old bushwhacker.
It's Luke or Butch.
It's one of the two. Yeah, it's got down to the ring.
That's how he types. Yeah. Swings his arm onto the keyboard.
That explains all the ellipses.
Yeah.
Grew up in the deep woods of Canada's northern forests since I stood the height of a squirrel's knee. Hunted the normal thing, just like the guys in the movie. So, that is much like me. So, I know, you see. Well, don't know how to say it, but every single scene, I sort of burst out laughing. It's ignorant, I know, but you see. No bugs. Hey, a close-up of Daniel Day-Lewis, no bites. How does he do that? Clean as a whistle. Everyone else in the movie, no bites. No bugs. Couldn't get over it. They took the believability out of it pronto. Is this in this movie not a mite, a tick, a skitter, a beetle, a spider, a spider's web, or a fly? The little black fly wherever you go. You move in the woods, you sweat and breathe heavy. You'd have bugs and mosquitoes swirling around your beady skull, just aiming to land on your juicy skin to grind their mandibles into the skin. Great cinematography, no bugs.
I think Vincent D'Onofrio from Men in Black wrote this review.
He was very sweaty in that movie.
Well, and he was a bug.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. He was literally a sweaty bug.
Oh my. Well,
yes.
I hope when we post this episode, share the link can you comment on other people's reviews? I would like you to drop the link because we've answered the question. Drakkar Noir is the reason there are no bugs in this movie.
Yeah. There's a scientific, factual reason why there's no bugs in this movie.
Yeah. Drakkar Noir.
Drakkar Noir. No bugs.
That's right.
Hey, folks, it's that point in the show you've all been waiting for. The Let's Talk About Flicks signature segment, the 3, 2, 1, in which Oz and I will each share 3 goods, 2 bads, and 1 about this week's movie, 1992's The Last of the Mohicans. Oz, what are your 3 goods?
My first one, as I mentioned before, cinematography. It's a beautiful movie. You know what? Friday the 13th also was set in the woods, and it wasn't as beautiful as this. So I think kudos goes to the cinematographer who knows how to frame a shot.
Be better, Friday the 13th.
Same amount of killing.
Yeah. Same amount of Drakkar Noir.
It's same amount of open chest.
Yeah. Open in a different way.
Yeah, exactly.
Exposed heart. By the way, not good for you to have your heart exposed to the elements.
No, not literally.
9 out of 10 cardiologists recommend against that.
Keep your chest cavity closed.
Keep it closed.
So my first one is cinematography. My second one, and this one sounds like a bad, but it's not. Mm-hmm. I love the idea of love scenes in historical and apocalyptic movies because everybody is so dirty and gross and unclean and their teeth aren't brushed. And it's like we take a lot of liberties with what romance looks like in the modern day where we have running water and soap. And so that was my second ad when I went to the notes is when Cora and Hawkeye have their love scene. And my first thought was, oh, you guys are so gross. Like
they're in like a stable at a fort. That's why I called it fort sex.
Yeah, exactly.
Because there's dirt everywhere. It's like gunpowder.
Neither one of you showered. Neither one of you bathed. Like you both are just gross. You've been sprinting through the woods and you're just dirty.
You smell like you've been sprinting a lot.
Like, so I guess kudos to raw passion because there's a lot of red flags for both of them of like, ew, but didn't matter. So that's my second good is the love scenes in historical and apocalyptic movies just because they're that's good. They're just so gross. Like, they are. And third, I removed my third good to add this third good because it came so late.
Okay.
Titular line.
Titular line. There you go.
Titular line. So I love a titular line. I didn't see it coming. Honestly, did not at all. And then he was like, last of the Mohicans.
He really nailed it when he turned 90 degrees and looked directly into the camera.
Yeah. Well,
I am the last of the Mohicans.
Yeah, it's like the old like Daily Show shot of camera 2 turn look. Yeah.
Yeah. You could see the lights turn on above him.
Yep. So that's my third good. What do you got?
Oh man, there's somebody to pick from here.
There are.
I'm gonna start with there is some little subtle humor in this movie that I appreciated it just to kind of break it up enough. Like there's a scene where it's earlier in the movie after they've Hawkeye and the 3 heroes have rescued Duncan and the sisters and they're on their way to the fort and Duncan is kind of feeling out Hawkeye and assumes they're with the militia and it's like, so you're not with the militia? Nope. we're heading to Kentucky.
Yeah.
And Duncan says, there's a war on. How is it you're heading west? And Hawkeye says, well, we kind of face to the north and real sudden, like turn left.
Yeah, I caught that too. I thought that was pretty good.
Yeah. So that's my first one is just some of the subtle humor and just that line. It just, there's a couple of good chuckles.
Well, movie. It's like there was no, at that time, there was no urgency. Like, because this movie has a lot of conflict.
It does, yeah.
And so when it was nice to see everybody, like you mentioned, kind of let their guard down a little bit, because at this point, everybody's safe, like they're good,
Yeah.
for the moment.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I caught that line as well.
My second good is the score. I can't mention this movie
Yeah.
without mentioning the score. And even like the build up just to the title card at the beginning. Like it's this like this movie would not hit emotionally as hard as it does without the amazing score that's in this.
Oh,
And the fact that they got Adele,
yeah.
you know, to do one of the songs, just I mean,
to sing the score.
yeah, she vocalized every instrument.
Just good.
She is good. She's rolling in the deep.
Yes, she is.
She is, yeah. So that's my second good. And my third good, not to get too sentimental here, but this is, I briefly mentioned it at the end of last episode.
Yep.
This was another movie that was kind of a formative movie for me. You know, I was 12 when it came out, probably about 13 when I first saw it, with Patreon subscriber Colleen K. And it's another movie that she really enjoyed, and she enjoyed sharing it with me. Another movie that features a shirtless 80s, early 90s hunk, which I think was one of the compelling reasons why she liked it.
Yeah.
But it was still, I have fond memories of watching and sharing this movie with Patreon subscriber Colleen K. So, Mom, thank you, and yeah, good memory.
I love it because this isn't the first time that you've had like a reference to movies that your mom has shared with you.
Yeah.
But I love it that when you're discussing them, you're like, I shared this experience with my mom. It was great. And even though you're aware of it, you flip the script, your mom's like, I'm so thirsty. Like,
yeah, she is. Yeah. like it's in the movie, the movies where this has come up before, Lethal Weapon.
Yeah.
Predator.
Uh-huh.
And Last of the Mohicans,
which are all great films, but I love it that
they all feature shirtless hunks.
she's dragging you to the theater to watch these. You're sitting there all impressionable, looking at your mom, seeing how happy she is, and you're like core memory formed, and she's watching it like, go.
I wish DDL would yell at me to stay alive.
Giggity. I can get it. And you're just like, my mom is so happy. I love this moment. This is so touching. I'm glad I got to share it with her. She's like, oh, I'd like to share him. I love it. I do. All these years later.
I gotta take DDL down like he took down that buck.
That's true.
So, Mom, thanks, despite the fact that you were very thirsty while you were watching this movie. So those are my three goods. Oz, what are your two bads?
Oh, white guy's the best guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know that that's in the source material, and I know the source material's old, but
yeah,
it's like
white guy saves the day.
White guy's the best guy. And two, I mentioned it right at the beginning of the show. The genre just doesn't stir my blood. Like it just doesn't get me going, which is fine. Like I said, like Westerns are the same way. I'm not a big fan of Westerns.
Yeah.
Am I dismissing it as a genre? No. There are great films in that genre. I just struggle with getting excited. And it just is what it is. I really enjoyed the film. I did. Will I watch it again? Probably not. It's not that it's not worthy of watching. I liked it. There was just enough of it that I was like, if I could cherry pick it and like not watch the Monroe battle plan scenes, and it's just, I don't know. It just doesn't. And I like history. Yeah. I just don't know why I struggle with it.
No, I get it as well. You and I have, again, as similar tastes in films and similar tastes in genres. And I struggle with Westerns. I struggle with historical dramas, and yeah. Good movie, but again, it's not one that I probably would have been drawn to or feel as connected to without some of those core memories.
Well, and I think it's interesting because when I went and logged it in Letterboxd, of course, I follow a handful of Letterboxd accounts. Like Don S has got one, Josh Adams has one. I follow him, and so I like it when I go to log something and I see people that I follow have also rated the movie. It just kind of gives you a show. To no surprise, Don S gave this 5 stars. Yeah. No surprise at all. Josh Adams gave it 2.5. Like, and it's like, these are two people that I respect their viewpoints and I respect their opinions. And obviously I follow them but it's fun. It's cool to see how that's how opinions should be. Like, you know what? Don S. loved the movie more than I gave it 3.5 on Letterboxd. Don S. loved it. Josh Adams didn't. And you know what? If those two were to get together and have a conversation, it's just going to be a conversation.
Yeah.
It's not going to be somebody trying to change somebody's mind or influence their decision. It's just going to be, what did you like? What did you didn't? And then we agree to disagree.
Yeah.
And,
a lot of I statements as opposed to you should
statements.
Yeah,
of course. Yeah. And that's what I love about film talk is nobody's stupid. Nobody's wrong. You just didn't like it.
It's let's talk about flicks, not you should flicks.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah. But and so yeah, I enjoyed the movie. I'm glad I saw it. I could say I have. But okay, I'm good. And like I said, there are a ton of movies we haven't seen that we know are great films. I've not seen Citizen Kane. I'm not in a hurry. I've not seen Gone with the Wind. Not in a hurry. But I've seen Flash Gordon 30,000 times.
In fact, I think I'm gonna cut this episode off and go watch that right now.
I found myself, well, we'll get to it, but I was much more excited to watch next week's movie again than I was to watch this one for the first time.
Yeah.
And this is a much better film than that one.
Oh, of course.
But it's just how I'm wired.
It's just different taste.
Yeah. And
it's fine.
It's fun.
It's fine.
All right, anyway, so, your bads.
Yeah, my bads. My first one is just different white guy, but this one just assuming things. Just Duncan assuming that he's entitled to Cora.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
I'm a British officer. You're gonna be happy with me. And
your dad likes me.
And even that, assuming that you'll learn to love me after we get married and go back to Britland. And it just he's pudding. Duncan Hayward, pudding man. And my second bad is this movie was set in the book, set in 1757, and Monroe states the French have 15-inch guns. I don't know at what point we went from the metric system to standard.
Good call.
Would they be calling it 15-inch guns, or would they be calling it 100mm guns, or whatever it would have been?
That's a good call.
So you're mixing your standard and your metric here.
I wonder if that was a choice because they knew this was an American film. That if we throw 100mm, even though your gun crowd's going to get it.
Mm-hmm.
But your non-gun crowd would be like, 15 inches. But even then,
I have a feeling NRA members were really the target audience of this film.
Lobbied for this one. but even then, to be fair, they could have called it whatever, because even if you're not a traditional, if you don't know anything about guns, you're going to think length. You're not going to think diameter.
That's the only way you sprint to pick up guns and shoot.
I mean, I'm not saying that facetiously. I don't know much about guns. I do understand that the measurement is the diameter of the ammunition, but a 15-inch gun is long enough that you're like, oh, that's over a foot long. You know what I mean? It sounds like it would be the appropriate length for a gun. To where I would have been confused, we're worried about them showing up with handguns.
He could have just said big.
Yeah, yeah, easily.
Well, once they get their big guns closer,
whoa,
they're humongous guns.
Yeah,
they're gargantuan guns.
That would have been good.
So,
but that's a good catch though.
Switch
away from metric.
So those are my two bads. Oz, what's your
my first one, and this isn't my real do countries mass produce their military uniforms before they go to war? Because every British soldier was in a red coat as appropriate, and it's did you get one before you left? Is there somebody here? Because that there was no sewing machine factories back then.
Okay,
so they're hand sewing all of these uniforms, and everybody has one, and they had to take a boat overseas. So that's my potential, was how did the countries mass produce all these military uniforms back in the day? But my real is at the end when Chief is sprinting to Magua and the crew,
Yeah.
And he comes around the corner. He's sprinting through the woods, comes around the corner, and he sees Uncas get killed.
Yeah.
And then Hawkeye, also sprinting through the woods, shows up right on his heels. And then Cora shows up. How did Cora keep up with Hawkeye and Chief near the end of the film? Because she come around the corner right before Alice took the nosedive. I don't like.
That's
she
good.
that fast? They piggyback like. But maybe that's why Hawkeye was just a beat behind the Chief as he's piggybacking going through the woods.
He's got her running.
So that's my highs.
That's a good catch. That's
How
a really
did
good
Cora
catch.
keep up with Hawkeye and Chief near the end of the film?
Yeah.
There? So that's what I'm going with. What's your
Yeah, that's pretty. I'm just taking it down. I really like that. So yeah, I don't know if I could top that. I'm gonna go more emotional for my here.
Okay.
I originally was gonna say where did those canoes come from, but we already covered that. It's ride sharing.
It's the beginning of ride sharing.
Yeah, it's the ride sharing. You open up his canoe finder app, and there they were. Where's the closest?
It's called Orber.
Orber. So my is, what do I have to do to get Daniel Day-Lewis to scream at me, "You stay alive no matter what occurs. I will find you no matter how close, no matter how far." What do I have to do to get him to yell that at me? Just scream it in my face.
Yeah, that's a great question.
While I'm standing under a waterfall.
That's a great question.
So, I don't know. That's one of those like bucket list things for me, I guess. At some point before I die, I'm gonna get Daniel Day-Lewis to scream at me, "You stay alive."
Well, I'm going to apologize right now because as you're saying this, I went to cameo.com to see if Daniel Day-Lewis...
I was literally just thinking that. Would he be the type of person that would be on Cameo?
He's not.
I would have been shocked if he was.
Because if he were, like, I'm on
Cameo. Shelled out the money to have him scream at me.
I would have paid to do that for your birthday and Christmas just to get that call from Daniel Day-Lewis telling you that exact thing. Just to wrap around.
$500 to Daniel Day-Lewis for screaming, "You stay alive."
Money well spent.
Yes. Yeah.
But no.
But
to no surprise.
I was just saying, instead of Daniel Day-Lewis, though, who might we be able to afford?
Well, there is a TikToker named Daniel Lewis Core.
Okay.
We could call it Daniel Lewis Cora.
Okay.
For $8, they'll get you one in 24 hours.
Is Madeleine Stowe on there? Maybe I can yell it at her.
Oh, there you go. No.
Oh, that's disappointing.
That's sad. Come on, you guys aren't doing anything else. But no, we'll
figure something out. Yeah.
Maybe I'll get Brian Baumgartner from The Office to do it.
Can you put this wig on and take off your shirt?
For $279, I can get Shooter McGavin to do it.
Oh, okay. There we go. I don't want Happy Gilmore. Everybody wants that. I want Last of the Mohicans.
Everybody. That's right.
I think he would appreciate it. I think Christopher McDonald would appreciate it.
I think he would get it. Like, we couldn't get Daniel Day-Lewis, but Chris McDonald, could you do this for us?
You yell this at me instead as I swoon?
He may not even take the $279. He may just do it for being Daniel Day-Lewis adjacent. Like,
he'll give us $279.
Yeah.
I've always wanted, huh?
Chevy Chase is $400. Of course he is.
Yeah, of course Chevy Chase is.
Yeah.
Well, good movie, Oz.
Yeah, it was good.
Last of the Mohicans. So this was my week as we start. It's a 5-weeker this month too, as we close out December 2025. What last movie do we have next week?
Well, this week we tackled The Last of the Mohicans. Next week we are going to talk about a fantasy film.
Mm-hmm. Someone's fantasy.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about a fantasy film set in medieval times. As kind of a Game of Thrones vibe to it. we're going to watch Barry Gordy's The Last Dragon.
By the medieval, we mean the mid-'80s.
Exactly right. Oh, I mispronounced that. I apologize.
It's 80s, not evil. That's how you say that.
Magua, whatever.
But, yeah.
No, we're going to tackle Barry Gordy's The Last Dragon.
It's a smooth transition from Last of the Mohicans to Barry Gordy's The Last Dragon.
So there will be no more dragons after next week's film.
No,
we're
all done.
Talk about the last one, and he just happens to be in human form.
Cross it off the list.
A movie with a lot of problems.
I watched it yesterday, and
a lot of problems.
Parts of it have not aged well.
No,
still a lot of fun.
Yeah, and that's really what this movie is fun. It is. It does not. It takes itself seriously, which I think is why it's so fun. Because this is a movie that definitely should not take itself seriously.
No.
This is a prime candidate for MST3K. This is a prime candidate for like How Did This Get Made podcast with Jason Mantzoukas and why am I drawing a blank on his name? Husband and wife team. Are you not familiar with the podcast?
I heard of it, but I don't give it a listen.
Oh, give me a second here. Paul Scheer and June Diane Raphael.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they're great.
Yeah, and Jason Mantzoukas. The premise, of course, is they just watch an awful film and then talk about how, like, basically kind of like we do, talk about the plot and be like, how did they even make this movie?
Paul Scheer, who Patreon subscriber Melissa L calls the world's ugliest man.
I don't agree.
But he landed June Diane Raphael, who's a gorgeous woman.
Yes, it just shows a sense of humor, gets you a long way. So
it's 15-inch gun.
I took the words out of my mouth. Took the words out of my mouth. And so, but yeah, it's Last Dragon, a story of Bruce Leroy and his he wants the glow, basically.
Yeah. He's on the journey to, I guess, reaching
enlightenment, total enlightenment. Yeah. It's got Shogun. It's got basically.
It's got vanity.
It's got vanity. It's got a knockoff Cyndi Lauper.
It's got a young William H. Macy in it.
Yes. It's a fun movie. A lot of problems, but it's from the 80s, so it's a prereq.
And it tried to be goofy with the problems, and
the problem is the problem with this movie, and we'll get to it again next week, is your two leads can't act at all.
Oh God, no.
And that's where the real struggle comes. I've said it before. I'm sure I'll say it again next week. When your talent level is all over the place, it really makes for an uneven performance. And this is one of those very uneven, where you kind of have to laugh at it because it is bad. Soundtrack's solid. We get DeBarge Rhythm of the Night.
Yeah, we do.
From this movie. And but yeah, we're going to be back next week to talk about The Last Dragon.
6.8 on IMDb.
It's got a cult behind it. Like, it's a cult following for sure. One of those that if you've seen it, you've probably seen it a lot. So Barry Gordy's Last Dragon. Social media wise, Facebook and Instagram, check out the website like we mentioned before. It's blossoming faster than I anticipated, to be fair. I got pages done quicker than I thought. I'm working on getting it like Google SEO ready right now. Blah blah blah, with keywords and things like that. I know you're going to be doing some heavy lifting yourself.
Yes,
I'm excited.
I will have time today for that.
I'm excited for that. There'll be recommended episodes on each episode page. So if you finish one episode on the site and you want to continue the fun, you could definitely take advantage of some human curated, Curtis curated recommendations, which I'm excited. I'm really excited to see what you come up with. And then, like I said, we're gonna launch a blog and get some movie reviews going, and
make it kind of a community approach.
I'm a big fan of like listicles, those articles that just list things. I'm a big fan of those, so I'm excited. I was actually brainstorming this morning that I might do a series of called The Other Ones, where it'll be a listicle piece of insight to movies that didn't win the Oscar the year that they were up for it.
Sure.
Because they're and then kind of an overall at the end of, in my opinion, did the Oscars get it right?
Yeah.
So that could be fun, and a lot to I got a lot of history to cover there, but and a lot of movies to watch, but that's all right. Because in today's world, you could watch it at 1.25 speed and it saved time.
Usain Bolt speed.
That's true. So, but no, everything's going well over here in Flixland. So hopefully you stuck around this long and made it through the episode. You got anything to send off with?
No, I'm just excited to cover The Last Dragon next week.
Get it over with.
It's a fun, flawed movie.
Very flawed and fun enough. I showed Jenny the trailer to it to say, this is what I'll watch it next week. And I always know that it passes my litmus test if she'll watch the trailer and be like, you go watch that one by yourself. I'm like, yeah, I picked a winner.
Does it have a shirtless Daniel Day-Lewis in it? No. Okay.
No. It's a shirtless, what's that actor's name in the movie?
Timok?
Yeah, Timok. Something like that.
Not a shirtless vanity.
Yeah, that's okay. If you're looking for shirtless, just go check out the it's not Vanity, but you can go check out our Purple Rain episode and watch Apollonia. Yeah, Timok. So all right, well, for another episode of Let's Talk About Flicks, I'm Oz.
I'm Curtis.
We'll see you guys next week with The Last Dragon.